So we are in Panama City, and today we're going to give you a walking tour on Cinta Costero from our hotel Meridian all the way to Casco Viejo. Let's go.
So we're gonna leave the Meridian, and our first goal is to get to this green walkway on the other side. There's a massive walkway that will take you from this financial district right by the W, the Meridian, all the way to old Panama City, where there's museums and shops and all that good stuff.
Okay. Let's go. Who's ready to walk?
We only made a few steps away from the Meridian, and Khiz is fascinated by the birds. This is a really nice looking neighborhood, Alvia.
It is amazing, and you know how we've heard it's going to be so hot. I'm sure it's going to get hot as the day progresses.
Or as we get in the sun.
Yeah, but right now by the ocean, it's very windy and it's helping. It's keeping us...
It's actually beautiful weather right now.
It's amazing, yeah, so
okay,
far.
so watch this video so you can see us taking some of these words back. But right now, it's amazing.
Yes.
So there's loud, audible walking signs, especially in this part of the city. Our room is right here at the 3rd floor, goes up to 6th floor, and this is the Meridian, not the whole building. That's all residential. The Meridian is just this. So from the hotel, we just crossed the street, and now we're gonna continue heading closer to the water. This is the Intercontinental.
Woo!
That was kind of cool.
Yeah.
So this was Intercontinental.
Oh.
This was the second hotel we wanted to stay at, but we decided to choose the Meridian based on just people's comment and stuff. But okay, from the Intercontinental, we just came out here. But as of right now, we don't know how to get to that side. So we're gonna continue walking here. So I think these are routes. If anybody knows what is the name of this tree, let us know, because this is very impressive.
Wow.
There was some yellow, orange,
Yeah, fruit kind of thing.
Cacao, and there were coffee beans falling off the top.
Really?
Ooh.
All right, let's continue the tour. I think we see a bridge that we can use to go over to the green walkway. Seen a lot of that tree. Very common tree in this part of the world. So there are these bridges with nice curved walkways that you can use to cross the street. And look at the exercise machines here. So hot, I can't imagine working out, and of course the family goes on them.
The family has to try everything, you know. Oh, it's actually really fun.
Yeah, this is fun.
It's working itself. I don't really have to do much.
Right, so we are on the bridge to cross over. Very nice and clean. You can check out all the tall buildings around us. Look, all the boats are out of the water except for just a couple of them. And so now they're just sitting on mud. Everything else is out. So far, I'm gonna say it's nice and peaceful and quiet. This pathway, everybody said, is fairly safe, but we are trying to keep our guard up. Between here and the old Panama City, there are some neighborhoods where you just gotta be careful walking around, especially if you're walking around with a giant camera, being all touristy with backpacks and stuff. But
And
here,
kids.
very clean. So far we didn't really see anything, but that's the goal of this video, to show you guys how you can walk from here all the way there. And here we are on the walkway. We already made our first purchase. Water bottle is $1, and we do see vendors from time to time. So hopefully we will not run out of supply of cold water, and it's $1, which is a very reasonable price. A bunch of folks bicycling. There's teams standing there.
People dancing.
So we have done these walks in a couple of countries that we have really enjoyed. One of the walks we did was in Hong Kong. Another one was in Lisbon. The Lisbon walk right next to the Tagus River.
Yeah. So this is, I think, Cinta Costera.
Okay.
We don't know what that means, but that's the sign. And then what we left behind is Paitilla. And then we are headed towards Mercado de Mariscos. And then maybe a marine market, sounds like that. And then there's a park infantil, which means park for kids.
Very nice. So the walkway have two sections. The brick section is where people walk, and then the bike and rollerblading on the other side. And just check out this view. So we were debating for just a moment, and that was really me debating with myself if we should not do this walk, but instead actually get an Uber and just go straight there. I am so glad we didn't do that, because you actually miss out on a lot of scenery. Just to give you an idea, you see the yellow ball there? Right behind it, you can see all those terracotta lined buildings. That's where we're heading, the old Panama City.
Especially looking at this blue wall, I think it's a great idea painting this blue, because if there was a cement wall, it would look like a break between the green grass and the water, but it serves as such a nice transition from grass to water, and you don't feel like there's an obstruction in between. I love that.
When we saw the blue wall from our hotel, I said to Alia, I said, oh no, they have a wall. I thought this wall was going to be higher, because I couldn't tell, but Alia's right. The blue really adds to the transition. Okay, see? We are admiring garbage cans.
So they have organic, vidrio, plastic, paper, metal. I don't know what vidrio is, but I think we can make the other ones. Cinta Costera means Coastal Beltway, and it's a 1.5 mile marine viaduct in Panama City. It's consisting of roadway and pedestrian bridge, and it surrounds Casco Viejo, the city's history. This is a modern statue in Panama City of Vasco Núñez de Balboa.
See? Right there. And right next to the walkway. Look, what's ahead of us is all blue, but if I turn around, oh yeah, we may be in a downpour, but we came prepared. We brought flip-flops, I have my waterproof shoes on, and the kids have umbrellas. I think we should be okay. There's plenty of gardeners doing maintenance around. So you can see it's a well-kept part of the city. Really nicely done.
Oh, I see that.
And I love how they did this in contrast to grass. Nice spotting, Alia. So we now hit our first spot, which was this Panama sign, and our plan was to take a few pictures here. And I think as of right now, we may be ruining some people's picture because we're coming from the back. We just took some pictures at the Panama sign. So in places like these, it's always good to have at least a couple of people. That couple actually took our pictures. Now we can actually feel rain coming down. So our video is gonna be us trying to find shelter until all of that goes away. Actually, that darkness is much closer to us. So that means we're in for a treat, Alia.
Yeah.
This whole walk from the Meridian, it's about 1 hour and 15 minutes if we make pit stops. Now the way his Anissa family, the four of us do, we stop and check out garbage cans. So for us, like, this is a 2-hour walk, but you can easily fast walk it all the way there in an hour. We're checking out fruit stalls, we're checking out things. If you're wondering about whether to do this or not, highly recommend as of right now, but just look behind us. So again, blue skies ahead and that darkness behind us. Now that tells you everything. The street vendors are covering their goods with plastic
So we better look for some
We better look
shade
for
too.
some shelter. There's a building coming up next that we can. Now, from a weather perspective, Panamanian weather, especially where we are, it would show that it's raining between now and January. Now, there is a local jogging with a stroller towards the rain. I also wonder, Alia, a rain like this, how long it lasts.
So it's our first day here, so we don't even know what kind of rain to expect. If you ask me, it's raining right now. And this rain, I don't mind because it's very light and, you know, a few droplets here and there. But
Yeah.
if it's going to get serious, then we need to figure something out.
Yeah, and the only thing that is making us think it's going to get serious are these vendors who are very quickly covering everything because they know what's about to happen. If we can make to that circle, that's the Pacific viewpoint, if I have my map correct. We can stand underneath our umbrellas and wait this out.
So simply put, we are pretty much racing the clouds.
Yes.
Let's see who wins.
Yeah, which as of right now, I don't think.
I don't see any chance for us.
Okay, the raindrops are getting.
Serious.
By the way, this is the exciting thing of
Yeah.
Cinta Costera. And
We do
walking
have
in Panama.
umbrellas. We are prepared, but we're just having fun.
You see how the clouds are approaching over the ocean? That kind of looks like a scene from Mad Max. Alia, what did you discover?
I think we should be able to understand, even though this is Spanish, but this is where we are. Now, this is Mirador del Pacifico, which means the
lookout?
viewpoint or lookout to Pacific Ocean. And I understand that it should be this.
Yeah?
So this is where we are, and that's where we're headed.
This was the bike rental place we wanted to
Oh, that's
rent
so
our bikes
cool.
from. Yeah. Right now we gotta go find a shelter. Look, can we take out the umbrellas?
Yeah,
Yeah, Isa said, guys, look at the trees.
yeah, Isa, let's move.
The wind after. But hold it.
Yeah, because if we turn, the umbrella is gone. Whew.
You know,
All right.
on a cool side, we were checking out all those garbage cans. Now we can check out garbage cans all we want. Okay, let's go behind the hut on the grass.
Let's go.
This is what tourists look like, right? We're in Panama, sheltering behind umbrellas.
Reporting
wind.
about the.
Yeah, and then look at the local. I'm assuming they're local or they're familiar with this weather. Kids are just like, oh, it's just a light wind. And this is an intense situation. Woo!
Ooh.
I feel like we are like weathermen, you know?
Yeah, I think I have a
But I'm
feeling.
not exaggerating. The wind is.
I have a feeling if we just shut down our umbrellas
And walk.
we'll be fine. Because it would be just wind. I don't think it's raining anymore.
It is raining because I'm standing in the rain, but let's do that. Let's be like the local. Come on, we can do it.
Let's learn from the locals.
Okay, but keep the umbrellas out. Check out this sculpture. And this is Mirador Pacifico, a lookout point for the Pacific Ocean. Yeah, look at this giant clock. Actually telling the time. It's 10:30 in the morning. Alia, so as we're taking pictures, like we're getting hit by like these big raindrops.
Yeah, and drawing inspiration from the locals now that we've started walking makes us think.
Yeah, Alia goes, what if the locals didn't have any umbrella and they were actually walking towards a shelter? And here we are, we looked at them and we got inspired to go into the rain and wind.
And gave up our perfect shelter.
Yeah, and now, look, there's nobody here.
Oh God.
There's nobody here. Now the locals are looking at us and saying, see, these tourists, they have no
They
idea.
have no idea
how-
what they're doing.
How to shelter. They should have sheltered. It was a good idea, Alia. We continued walking. We're gonna go shelter. All the lights are on. This will tell you how dark it is. If it looks a little bit more bright on camera, that's just the Apple talking. So that's the balloon Panama ride.
Oh, this is Mirador del Pacifico.
And we're here at the Mirador del Pacifico, and now it's pouring. All right, Alia, we have made it to Mirador del Pacifico just in time to avoid the downpour all around us. And thankfully, we have a roof
Perfect shelter.
for shelter. All right, I think we have been, Ali, we've been standing here for about 40 minutes or more maybe, and chatted with the boys who were very patient, playing around here. We were just admiring the view of the Pacific while in this shelter. So thank you, the city of Panama, for putting a shelter here because it saved us from a downpour.
Now that we are here and the view has cleared up, it's not raining anymore, let's look at the Pacific for a little bit.
On the other side is the monument of the flag. So just in the interest of time, because there's more rain that's about to come, as you can see in the back, I think we got a little break. It's showing 2 o'clock and 3 o'clock rain. It's about 12:20 right now. We're gonna continue our tour to Casco Viejo and go to, maybe the first stop is going to be the Cafe Coca-Cola and have a Diet Coke.
And mind you, it is still raining, it's just not the thunderstorm and the winds. So we're going to open our umbrellas and just continue.
All right, Khizr pointed out the breakwater right at this point. And then, you know, of course, I was checking out some of those fishing vessels here. Ever since I went on cruise ships, I've always loved looking at boats in the harbor. Like each one of them have its own character, and I just enjoy looking at boats, especially these last two. We are walking back to Balloon, Panama. So this is the sign for Mirador del Pacifico. It was pouring when we came here, so we didn't show you the sign. It this was created back in May of 2013. And this was our shelter for the past hour. And here are the locals we were talking about earlier who inspired us to leave our shelter the first time, but they actually came out to play in the rain. So yeah, the locals were out to enjoy the rain while we are trying to stay dry. Okay, so we're right now walking by Sands. I believe it's a casino and hotel. There's a few casino and hotels, including Hilton, if I have this correct. And we wanted to stay in, even though we don't play or gamble or anything like that. We just don't find that exciting, but we do enjoy staying at casinos. So when we saw all these cool casino hotels in Panama, we thought it would be cheaper, but they were not. So that's why we are staying at Le Meridian. If you are interested in seeing which hotel to pick, you can check out the Meridian's video that we're going to post on our channel. We may be approaching the fish market because we've watched a couple of videos on what the market looks like, and that's what what's coming in front of us looks like. So we'll check that out in a second. Okay, so the people were at the restaurant. They were all calling us to sit down and eat. Thank you. So this is the fish market restaurant place. We actually saw this in the video. It's one of the big things to do here is to come eat fresh fish. But we're not into seafood, and we ate a tiny breakfast.
No, it was enough. It was big.
It was a big breakfast.
We had quite a few eggs.
But you can check out the restaurant in there. And if you walk in, like a lot of people will try to get you to come and eat, you know, holding menus. We just walked by it. This was what we were looking at. Like, these are all the fishing boats. Okay, so this is the fishing. You can see all the engine repair work up top. Because you see the engine repair shop up there? They're all the fishermen. Now, when we were landing in Panama, I saw a fishing boat, and they had thrown a giant net in water, and all these fishes were popping out. As we were landing, I got to see the fishermen in action in the area around the airport. So this is Mercado del Marisco, all the restaurants listed here as well, with this funky little juice lab and ice cream shop. It looked like a turkey vulture.
Already.
Oh, you know why they're hanging out here?
Why?
Because of the fish. The fisherman brings all the fishes here, so they know they gotta hang out here to catch all the fish. Okay, fish market right on this path. Many restaurants where you can eat if you enjoy fish. We're gonna go catch up with Alia. We're about 17 minutes away from Coca-Cola Cafe or Cafe Coca-Cola. From the fish market, we started walking towards the flag monument, but we wanted to go to Casco Viejo, so I think we have to cross the road at some point and head towards the road. If you don't want to go to the flag monument, and if you see this colorful food stand with ice creams and shakes, I think you have gone too far. You have to turn back. Okay, so we're gonna walk through the restaurants, and it's talking about all the vendors who will come to you, approach you with menus, because that's how they get you to come sit here.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Hey, we got a good move. We get a nice tour of the Mercado
De Mariscos.
de Mariscos. Gracias. What laorde means? She said laorde. Ceviche is raw fish is ceviche. Yeah. No, we ate. Thank you. Okay, so that is the restaurant vibe. We're gonna cross the road and head out. By the way, it smells delicious.
It does smell.
Okay, so coming out of the fish market where all the restaurants are, there's no signal here, so you just walk when people stop. From Mercado, we are across the street and we're gonna head towards Casco Viejo. In the next episode, we'll take you on a walk through Casco Viejo, exploring local streets, crafts, churches, and culture. We also visited Cafe Coca-Cola, the only restaurant in the world that can officially use the Coca-Cola name in its title. You will see the neighborhood around Cafe Coca-Cola, including walking conditions, souvenir shopping, hidden markets, views of downtown Panama. Please subscribe so you can get notification for our next adventure and follow us around the world. Bye for now.
Oh,
And
it's
in this
actually a lot of
moment-
fun. Isa?
In this moment, the dad is the smart one, saving his energy, and the nice cologne
You try that one. And not
smell
even
on him.
Oh, bicycle. And not even doing it.
You know, when it starts,
Yeah, it's
Oh,
our first
I got
day in here, so
I got a victory sign from here. And they built this clock to help all the flying people of the 16th century. You know, people used to fly around on giant eagles. So that's why they built that clock. What did you say? This show is cringe? Okay. I was trying to do a dad joke, but it flopped.